Hello. Oh no. Hello everyone, welcome back to Emily Reads Books. My name is Emily and today I'm going to be doing a short little book haul video. So I'm very excited. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on my life. Lots of changes have been happening, but most importantly, I've started writing quite a bit more. I've been writing for a while, however, I haven't been really sharing any of my work, but most recently I've been sharing a few of my short stories and continuing to write more short stories. And so if you would like to support me, I will be leaving the links down below in the description. If you are so compelled, please give my stories a read and a like, and let me know what you think. It would mean the absolute world to me. So now that that is out of the way, let's do this little book haul. So a couple weeks ago, my mom and I were down in central southern Illinois, and we went to a few bookstores actually. And, oh wait, that reminds me. We went to this really cute bookstore called the Sly Fox, and I met the owner. He was super sweet, and he gave me this cute map of all of the indie bookstores in the Midwest. Like, okay, look at this. I just think this is the coolest thing. I want to frame it. So, isn't that so pretty? Sorry. Okay, so on it we have like North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, and it's all of these indie bookstores in the Midwest states. And then on the back, it tells you the names of all of them and everything. I thought this was just the coolest thing. Even though I can't always afford to shop at local bookstores, I'm always one to promote them as much as I can, and I will shop at them when I am financially able to. It's just not always the most viable choice for me. I use my libraries a lot. However, this book haul is actually from a used bookstore that's like kitty corner to this place, and it's a kind of antiquity. I don't know exactly what to call it. It's a lot of old books, a lot of cool like books. Like I found a first edition of Catch-22, like just randomly. It was like $50, but it was just some really cool stuff. And so we went there, and then there was also a library that was having a sale nearby. So like the books were like 50 cents. And so my mom and I stopped by. My mom also really loves to read, so we went there, we got some books. I did buy a few books, and I'm pretty excited about these. Let's start with, I don't know. So the first one I'm going to start with is Where'd You Go, Bernadette? This was really popular, I feel like not that long ago, but I never read it, and I never really like got into the hype of it or anything. But I read the back of it, and it sounded really interesting, and I really love this shade of blue. It's very beautiful. It just sounded really interesting. So I picked it up. It was like 50 cents, and so grabbed that. It's just a mass market paperback. It's in really great condition. Honestly, it looks like it's not even been read before. So that was the first one. The next book I got was The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. I'm a big Agatha Christie fan. This is a pretty old copy. The inside has a name on it from 1986. It could be older than that. I don't know. That's just when this guy named Dan bought this book. But it is old. I do have a soft spot for old books with like the yellowing pages. I just think they have so much character to them, and they're just so beautiful. I'm always down to collect old books, and so I will add this to my Agatha Christie collection. The next book I got is Ultimatum by Matthew Glass. This is not something I would normally read. The side is what really got my attention. Orange is one of my favorite colors. Not necessarily this shade of orange, but you don't see orange too often on books because I don't think many people like that color, orange, but I do. But I picked this up. It's kind of like a political thriller. It takes place in the year 2032. Our main character is the President Joe Benton, which made me chuckle, and that is probably one of the reasons why I picked it up in the first place. But it's like a political thriller dealing with like the global climate crisis and everything. And I don't know, it just seemed really timely and interesting, and I kind of just want to read it because I'm just really curious about it. And yeah, I mean, I read books I'm curious about, I guess. So Ultimatum. The next book I got is called Little Bee. I think it's just Little Bee. Yeah. Again, orange on the cover. Oh my God, I almost just literally almost just poked my eye out. I have no spatial awareness apparently. So again, we have orange on the cover, beautiful book, and I'm gonna read the back to you and you'll see why I picked up this book. We don't want to tell you what happens in this book. It is truly a special story and we don't want to spoil it. Nevertheless, you need to know enough to buy it, so we'll say just this. This is the story of two women. Their lives collide one fateful day, and one of them has to make a terrible choice. The kind of choice we hope you never have to face. 2 years later, they meet again. The story starts there. Once you've read it, you'll want to tell your friends about it. When you do, please don't tell them what happens. The magic is in how the story unfolds. I got goosebumps just reading that out loud again. This just sounds so good. And I know absolutely nothing about it. So, and I understand that like that's why the back is written the way that it is. Nonetheless, it sounds super interesting and it's short and I honestly can't wait to read it. And I guess I'll let you guys know if it's worth the not knowing or whatever. It sounds amazing. So these next two books are the books that I bought at the antique kind of store. I was on the hunt for some Stephen King books because I'm a part of the Stephen King book club. If you are interested in joining that, my friends Hugo and Maza are hosting it. Please go check it out. It's super fun. We have a Discord with like over 50 people in it and we read a book every month and there's a live show. Please go join if you're interested in that. I was looking for some Stephen King books and I couldn't find any anywhere at all. So I did find this one at the antique store. It's different seasons. It's again a really old copy. It's quite beautiful and it's in really nice condition. It's just been well preserved and well loved, honestly, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I know Hugo just read it and he's been doing reviews on the stories inside. It's 4 short stories and The Body and Shawshank Redemption are both in this. So like those are 2 very famous stories that I am interested in reading. So I got this one. And so it has like a train on it. It's dark blue. I love this color palette. So this is the only Stephen King book I found in like the 5 stores that we went to. It was insane. Here it is. It's beautiful and I'm really glad I bought it. The last book I bought was Dune by Frank Herbert. Now this is kind of a funny story because, well, first of all, let's just acknowledge how beautiful this cover is. I love this artwork on here. And then on the back, it has some pictures from the movie. So I was paging through this and it's got those beautiful yellow pages that old books always have. But I was looking through it and my jaw dropped. I just want you guys to know, I paid $1.50 for this book. And it's signed. I had no idea when I bought it. I don't know if they knew when I bought it, but holy crap. And I already checked the internet. This is his signature. He does cross out his name. And beyond that, I was like, okay, well, maybe it was just the edition and they like printed it on there. But behind it, you can't really see it, but you can see like where the pen like pushed into the paper. It's my cat. But you can see where the pen pushed through the paper for him to sign it. And it's so beautiful. I literally blew my mind. I don't know if this is worth any money because it's signed or anything like that. Probably more than the $1.50 I paid for it. I mean, it's not in, perfect condition by any means, and I'm not planning on selling it, but I just thought that was super cool. So those are all of the books that I bought on the week I spent with my mother in Illinois. We had a really great time. And honestly, it was super special, and I still cannot believe I own a signed copy of Dune by Frank Herbert. Like, I literally cannot deal. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Say goodbye!